Hey guys, I am here to finally go ahead and record my video for all of the biblical fiction books that I have read in December 2020. And yes, my little dog Rue, he loves to try to help out with things. I was able to read 8 books this month that were biblical fiction. Two of them were actually on my phone as Kindles, so I will go ahead and tell you what those were at the very end. Yes, I know you like biblical fiction too, Rue. You don't have to kiss the books, though. Okay, so the first one, which I thought was pretty fitting for the month of December, was the Nativity Story novelization by Angela Hunt. This one was pretty good. It wasn't really like her typical books. It wasn't extremely detailed because it was basically just giving you the novelization of a movie. So it wasn't incredibly detailed like her books, which was actually nice for me. Some of her books are a little too detailed in my own opinion, so I did like this one. Okay, so the next one was Love's Sacred Song by Misu Andrews. This one is a story of Solomon and his first bride. So this one, I liked it. I really do love Misu Andrews. For whatever reason, I just had a little bit of a hard time with this one because I guess the character that Solomon was portrayed as kind of made me angry. Like, I didn't like him. He was such a womanizer and he was so weak in that sense that if a woman rejected him, he had to immediately go to another. And that just really peeved me off in a different way. So I wasn't really into this one. I think I gave it a 3 star. But I really do love Misu Andrews. I just can't stand any character of a womanizer. So for that one, I had a hard time. This one by Gilbert Morris, No Woman So Fair. This one is about Sarah, Abraham's wife. This one, again, unfortunately was a 3 star for me because I just could not get into understanding the characters and really saying that this is how they must have been in real life. It just didn't give them the depth that I think it would be, and I don't think it gave them justice. Like with Sarah, I just had a hard time connecting with her. For whatever reason, I cannot connect with this Lions of Judah series by Gilbert Morris. So I might not continue it. This is book 2. I might not continue this. I will only continue it if I continue finding the books. So that was that one. And then this one, I'm going to do all 3 at the same time. This was actually a series by Angela Hunt, and it is The Legacies of the Ancient River. So we've got Dreamers, and then we have Brothers, and then we have Journey. So this is a series based on Joseph. I really liked this series. I am not the biggest Angela Hunt fan, but I really, really enjoyed this series. It was a wonderful series. It was really detailed, but it made you think of Joseph almost like just like a normal person and followed his life all the way until the end. So this entire series right here, I bought this series off of Facebook, and I really like this entire series. If you haven't read it, it's an old one. It's from the 90s, but if you haven't read it, you need to if you like biblical fiction because it's really good. Okay, and then the other 2 books that I read this month that were on my Kindle were At His Feet by Jennifer Jennings. And you guys know that I almost read a Jennifer Jennings book almost every single month. This one was the story of Mary and Martha and Lazarus and how they were able to get along with Jesus. It was pretty good. I gave it a 4 star. It wasn't my favorite by her, but again, it was a really good story, how they depicted the characters. And then the other one that I read was Hope's Reward by Carol Ashby. This is my first book that I've ever read by her, and it takes place in the Roman times after Jesus has already been crucified. And this one was pretty good. I believe that I gave it a 4-star as well. There was so much terminology for Roman things and the names. And I don't know about you guys, but with a lot of Roman names, they all sound sort of the same or look the same. So you really have to pay attention. I really liked how she did have a character list, like a cast list in the front of the book, but there was so many that it was actually kind of hard to keep up with. So that's the only problem that I have with a book like that, is when there's so many characters that you can't keep up with all of them without going back to the list. So that was the only problem with that one. But other than that, I really enjoyed this month, and I hope to read some more biblical fiction to keep going into January. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we'll say bye-bye to Rue. Bye-bye, Baba. Bye-bye, Rue. He likes to be a part of all the videos. So I thank you guys for watching this video.